I think there's something really provocative about a group of people that are sitting there and saying, we are gay musicians and we are here to elevate the conversation and we're here to communicate with you and to show you the beauty that is in the world.
We are Queer Urban Orchestra. We were founded in 2009. As far as I know, the first and only LGBT orchestra in New York City.
Where I knew I was different, in kindergarten I remember loving to play house and playing in the kitchen with friends, and it was different. I played jump rope all through elementary school. All these things that made me different, but I didn't really know what they were. And it wasn't until I was older that you start to piece things together, and this whole construct of being gay starts to sink in.
And I grew up in the 60s and 70s when it wasn't really okay to be gay, so I really didn't lead a very gay lifestyle, and I pretended I was straight. I did everything I could to not be perceived as gay.
Well, my sister came out 30 years ago. I mean, she suffered a lot of persecution in her, in her job. She suffered terribly, and she struggled to come out.
I always felt like an alien. I always knew that I was different, and I really couldn't put a finger on it until middle school, and I started realizing that I was gay in a very not gay-friendly place.
I remember growing up and attending a Baptist church, hearing a youth minister say AIDS was gays being punished by God. And I remember thinking, okay, here's an authority, and I believe most of what he says, but that seems wrong to me, and I don't know how to say that's wrong.
We try to build a very diverse and welcoming environment. I think that LGBT people need outlets for things. They need safe spaces. They need to know that they can go to certain places and not feel judged. Certainly New York and the United States is becoming more and more accepting, but we're not there yet. And I think it's important to have an environment where all types of musicians can come and play.
When I first joined the orchestra, I had a friend who told me on Facebook there was a concert of an LGBT orchestra, and I thought this was great. So I joined, and it's been a wonderful experience ever since. We started off with such a small number of people rehearsing actually in the cafeteria. To go to rehearsal now, where there's actually a full complement of strings, full winds, full brass, is amazing to see the growth in such a short amount of time.
QUO's identity is very defined by its mission, and the way we communicate is very, very oriented towards that. And there's so much friendship, and we really support each other.
Sometimes we're like a little more stressed out.
Like, there's this to do, there's that to do. The orchestra doesn't sound like they're quite getting this yet. I'm not getting this part yet. And then something happens, like they're at the concert, we're at the concert, and things click.
It's an opportunity for the gay community to come together and send a message to the straight world that we are accomplished and we're respectable, and look what we can do, look at the music we can make.
The important thing about a gay orchestra, for me at least, growing up in a really horrible environment where I really couldn't express myself or be me, when I went into the band room and put together my clarinet and started playing, that was really the only time I could really feel like I was communicating who I was. So now to be able to come and sit down with a bunch of musicians and proudly say that I'm gay and a musician, and I'm expressing myself and I'm making music as a whole person, it's so much. It's so much to me.
We're having a concert on Saturday, June 25th at 8:30 p.m.
It's a moment for us to let loose a little bit more.
We're feeling a little more poppy and a little more campy. We're going a little bit more over the top.